Cern, the eclipse, and demons. Oh my, these are three of my favorite topics to talk about. Now, there are people that will say, and still say to this day, that nothing happened on April 8th, 2024. But these people were looking for destruction. They were looking for chaos, fire, and brimstone. But we that know that April 8th was the ritual. And people still to this day continue to see very bizarre sightings after the April 8th total eclipse. Whether it's two moons or a massive blob over in Antarctica, or these flying creatures seen in the skies, people are seeing them and they are recording them. And that is exactly what I want to talk about in this video, these flying creatures that people keep seeing in the skies. Now, the first time these creatures were seen in the skies was on April 8th, 2024 in Texas, the day of the solar eclipse.
Back up.
This is so cool. What's that?
Bruh.
Look, there's something flying through the air. Oh shit! What was that? What the was that?
Yo,
Whatever this was moving very fast, and it was not seen exiting the clouds. Now, people do have multiple theories as to what this could be, ranging from a low-flying plane, a helicopter, to a jet. Some people have taken it a step further by stating this could be a UFO or even a dragon. But no matter what this was, something very similar to this was seen in Iraq 2 days later on April 10th. Something similar to these two sightings, the sighting in Texas and the sighting in Iraq, was also seen in Turkey as well, and 5 other locations. Now, it doesn't move as fast, but it still appears to be very similar, especially how it moves. So what exactly are we looking at here when it comes to these, well, flying creatures? Now, we do have to remember we do live in a world of AI. Anything and everything can easily be faked. But on the other hand, we do have Cern, we have Fermilab admitting to having things cross over from other dimensions, from higher dimensions. They use the words ghosts, demons, specters, gods. But then they use the word particle to cover it all up, to make it seem like it's just science. These organizations whose founders were disciples of Aleister Crowley, such as NASA. NASA was firing 3 rockets at the solar eclipse on April 8th, oddly called a PEP, or the devil, under Project Serpent. It's no coincidence that Aleister Crowley found the veil to be very thin in April 8th, 9th, and the 10th, he spoke to a demon named Aiwass, who he credits for writing the Book of Law. These people in these organizations like Cern, NASA, Fermilab, they are no different than the occultists, the ritualists of the past. Where the past, they used dark sex magic, and now they infuse these magics with their technology. When Cern, when Fermilab, and the others state they are looking for dark matter, dark energy, these are the entities they're looking for. This is the energy they're looking for. Cern's statue of Shiva, the destroyer god, where you see these weirdos on video who are supposed to be scientists are doing these ritualistic dances, you can see Shiva is encased in a portal. The same portal that looks like the front of Cern's Large Hadron Collider. It's not a coincidence. These same portals that can be found in Hollywood movies like Stargate. These portals that all look the same in every sci-fi movie is not somebody's imagination. They are given scripts by the powers that be that know that these exist from Cern. Almost every big Hollywood movie has a script given to them by the 3-letter agency. The same exact month we have these organizations looking for dark matter, dark energy, is the exact same month that people are recording these dark things flying in the sky at high speeds. And again, we do live in a world of AI, computers, clout, so even if you do record something very bizarre and odd on your phone, people will still say that you faked it. It's all fake, and that's the scary part. While they're telling you it's all AI and made up, at the exact same time they're telling you they're opening other dimensions and things are crossing over. Now we are getting reports of people seeing portals in the sky in which they are stating are UFOs, but they are saying it's a spiral light. People across the United States, South America, and Europe are all reporting seeing these spiraling lights in the skies, and they all are reporting the exact same thing. Now, I did go ahead and make a video about these portals yesterday, but I had to delete the video. But I will include that video in this video at the end of this video. It's very interesting because 4 days ago, SpaceX has a company called Portals. And Portals, well, they are very busy creating these high-tech spaceships in the skies. But like Cern, like Fermilab, can we really take them at their word? Or are they doing just what they're named after? Opening up these portals that are being seen all over the world. I'm going to play a segment of an interview with scientist and Dr. Astrid Stuckelberger. Now, she says something interesting at the end of this interview about these demons crossing over from Cern's portal, and one of these demons happened to leave a scarf. And while that may sound silly, demons wearing scarves, if we look at Aleister Crowley's demon Lamb, who he summoned over with dark occultist magic, you can see it wearing a scarf or some kind of shawl. But I'm going to play this interview, and at the end, I will play my portals video from yesterday.
More than that, because there are lots of physicians, I know some, they're doing very strange experimentation. There are beings from portals coming in and out. It's physicists from the Cern who told me this.
They've testified to beings coming in and out of portals.
Yes. And they were saying, I mean, I met them at a dinner, and there were 2 of them. And both said that, yes, they have, secondhand proof that the people who they're dealing with the boson of Higgs and the subatomic things. So they have apparently in the bottom of the Cern this portal, this door where they are dealing with all the subatomic dimensions. They say there are 17 different dimensions of reality. That's what those physicists say. Some others say there are more dimensions. We know the time, space, the tridimensional X, Y, Z in a graphic. But then you have more dimensions, and they are playing with that. They're using that, and we're a group, and they had a being. They did not tell me more, who came that doesn't resemble a human, and then they had another one, and they have a proof because they left a scarf. They left a scarf, and now when you look at what is going on in the Cern, there is a fight from some of the military agencies. Intel, they say that there is a fight on time. They're trying to change time. I'm just saying that because as a scientist, you cannot not say something so important. Because if you can deal with the smallest energies on Earth, you can imagine.
People around the same time are stating they are seeing this very similar UFO. They are saying they are seeing this UFO in Europe, the United States, and other countries. But the description of this UFO does not match any description of a common sighting of a UFO.
The fuck is that? Buddy. The fuck is that?
Very bizarre sightings are starting to ramp up in the month of April. It seems like ever since the day of the solar eclipse, April 8th, 2024, there have been a lot of bizarre sightings, not only in the skies, but also in the waters as well. Like I said, these sightings in the skies do not match your common description of a mechanical-like UFO. I will be releasing a video tomorrow that talks about these black slithering-like entities seen flying in the sky, not only in the United States, but also in Europe as well. But back to this article here on New York Post that was released on May 3rd, 2024, people from the southwestern United States to Scandinavia and the far reaches of Eastern Europe posted footage of an unidentified flying object they saw mysteriously coasting overhead in a spiral pattern Thursday evening. Now, yes, most people will instantly think of a UFO when they see something unusual in the skies, hovering in the skies. But to me, a spiral light comes off more like a portal, some kind of rift, some kind of opening, and there might be something to that theory later on in this video. But this article continues to state and quote this individual who captured this footage by stating, "Completely clear skies and I see a super blurry white light, no flashes like a plane, coming straight at me horizontally. It then goes straight up and freaking disappears." This person states that they checked and there was no rocket launches or anything like that. Either way, a rocket would have emitted a different color light. I was able to get this much on camera, someone explained please. An eyewitness in Arizona captured the anomaly on camera around 9 p.m. local time, describing it as an orange light surrounded by fog in an otherwise completely clear night. The witness noted that the object slowly moved toward the horizon before vanishing, and the camera footage did not fully capture the experience. In Finland, a Reddit user shared a photo of a vivid object at twilight, expressing uncertainty about its nature and mentioning they had also recorded a video of the sighting. But as I stated, many people are reporting seeing this spiral light in the skies, with everybody reporting the exact same thing. Like I said, to them, they're saying this looks like a UFO, but the description matches more like a common portal. But of course, like always, we do get a quote-unquote official narrative. Now, despite the mysterious nature of the sightings, a potential terrestrial explanation has emerged. On Thursday, SpaceX conducted 2 Falcon 9 rocket launches from the east and west coast of the United States, as reported by Space.com. The first launch took place at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, while the second occurred at Cape Canaveral, Florida at 10:37 p.m. Eastern Time. Alpha Centauri at Ukrainian Space Enthusiast Group also reported observing the trail of a Falcon 9 rocket over certain regions of their country. A study conducted last year revealed that SpaceX launches were contributing to a significant increase in UFO reports. In September of the previous year, a launch even triggered an alien-induced panic in New Jersey. Additionally, a photographer in Alaska captured a stunning image of a SpaceX ship spiral trail passing through the northern lights during a mission in 2023. But here's the funny part. Every time something odd is seen in the skies, it's always SpaceX, even though it always seems to look different. Sometimes it looks like a floating tadpole in the skies. Sometimes it looks like a streak of light or some type of radio tower. This time, it looks like a spiraling circle portal-like UFO, but it's always SpaceX. But there is something about SpaceX and portals. In the same month that we have all these weird anomalies going on, SpaceX vets start up Portal Space Systems comes out of stealth mode, and this was on April 30th. Portal is led by Jeff Thornburg, the chief architect of SpaceX Raptor engine. Portal is the company, and Portal has announced they will be building these very high-tech spacecraft. And all over the world, in all these different countries, we are seeing these portals popping up. Could this company, ominously named Portals, be something like a Fermilab, a Cern, a NASA, with goals different than what they're actually telling us? All these organizations go hand in hand with one purpose. Like I said, to open up these other dimensions, these other realms. We do know that NASA, Cern, Fermilab, among others, were very busy in April. And their goal is to find dark matter, dark energy. Now they state that it might not exist in our universe, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist in other realms and other dimensions. And they are finding these ghost particles in higher dimensions, in fourth dimensions. And they are coming over and they are crossing over. And I still strongly believe what was seen in Antarctica was a portal. And this portal always seems to open up the exact same month where CERN is operational and they are firing up their Large Hadron Collider. CERN was active in February and this thing was seen in February, the day after. CERN was operational in April, and this was also seen the day after the eclipse. Now, there is some back and forth when CERN was operational in April. Some say April 8th, others say April 5th. CERN's website says April 5th, but the original date was April 8th. But we can never take CERN for face value. But it's still, the point of the matter is, whenever CERN is operational, this is seen in Antarctica. And satellites are confusing it for waves, but in actuality, it's just nothing but energy. What people think is a UFO in the skies are in actuality portals. And SpaceX is trying to claim that it's them. Yes, it may be them, but it's definitely not a rocket because they always state their rocket looks like this, not a spiral-like portal. But I do want to hear from you. Do you believe this is a UFO? Do you believe this is SpaceX? Do you believe it's a portal? Or do you believe it's something else altogether? Please do comment in the comment section below. In any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.